Hey folks, welcome back. We are a little bit over halfway through the antiquity age in terms of the era progress, and we had a really long episode last time around. We did a full 2 hours. We are currently playing Friedrich, one of the two variants of him, Friedrich the Baroque, and I am playing as the Greeks. So Friedrich gives some interesting bonuses. You get a great work when you capture settlement for the first time, and you get an infantry unit when you construct a culture building. And then the Greeks have a unique culture building and a unique infantry unit. So some nice synergies here. And the Greeks also have some other benefits. So extra influence on the palace. They have a kind of unique great person rather, as well as a couple buildings and a quarter. So it's just a nice little set of bonuses, and I've had some good fun. And we went to war with Himiko, who had much more difficult terrain to push into than I expected. And it's been a bit of a roadblock because of all of these navigable rivers that have really prevented my infantry units from pushing in. So I'm trying to kind of work around that right now. And I also realized that I no longer have the military aid going, and I'm actually going to get that going with both of these other players here, or I guess just one other player. I can't get it with them. So the military aid will give me some extra combat strength on my units, which I do need right now. So I'm going to, I kind of left last time around thinking about what to do here. And I do think I need to kind of reposition some ranged units over onto the other side here and kind of fill that up. And I don't think I can buy any units here at the moment, but I might buy another archer in this city next turn and kind of get it up here so I can start plinking away at the city, and also move one of my ballista kind of down in that direction. In the meantime, we are going to hide this guy in this commander and back them up. We need to play pretty conservatively because of this like burning ground effect that these burning arrows have that seem to do like some kind of damage over time effect. Doesn't actually really tell you. It would be useful if it did. But. And then this guy we're going to get into the commander and kind of use the commander to try to get them onto this side of the river so that they can actually be a little bit more useful. Meanwhile, this hoplite is still healing. I'm actually going to upgrade them and not buy the archer down here. I do think the archer will take a long time to get to where I need them to be, so... Man. Took a lot of damage there. Can I hit those burning arrows? Like, more interesting killing those burning arrows than killing the chariots. See, these archers are kind of in trouble. I think I need to kill the burning arrows. I don't know if they'll survive the burning ground. This actually opens a bit of an opportunity for me, because I can unload a hoplite there and start moving them up, because they do take a lot of damage from ranged units when they're down here, but there are no ranged units currently available to hit them. So I'm in a position where I think I can finally start moving some of these guys forward. Okay. That guy needs to wait. Alright, let's see if any more burning arrows show up. Won't be surprised if they do. Actually, they attacked me from the river, it seems. I wasn't aware that they could do... I thought they needed like a certain promotion for that. Let's retreat them onto the river. I'm not sure if they'll be able to attack each other on the river or not. And let's move this guy a little bit farther forward. This archer is thankfully still alive. We can retreat them, get them up there, move these forward. Archer is healing, but it's at 73 health, and I feel like I would like some more ranged units, so I'm actually going to move them into position to attack. And let's go to the next turn here. Okay, some burning arrows back there. So the interesting part about... maybe not the only interesting part. One of the interesting parts about the way that cities work now is you have to conquer everything that is fortified, and all the city tiles are fortified individually. So it can be a lot more challenging sometimes to actually conquer a city. I'm going to unload these guys and attack that army commander. I'm going to unload ballista. Actually, no. I can go here. And then I can unload the ballista. No, I have to wait one more turn because my commander's out of movement. Let's get the archer up here. I could. That seems a little too strong to be attacking there. Oops. Okay. So hoplites. Let's keep them moving. That archer's healing. And diplomatic action, I'm good with just accepting that. A little bit of extra gold is plenty for me. I should maybe consider a mastery of the wheel, just so I get that extra movement for siege units, but I really want to get up to the academy. So we'll start with engineering, and then the academy gives you 3 codex slots, as well as science. I also have a unique person down here that gives me some stuff. Activated on an academy to add +4 culture to the building. Meanwhile, I also have one that's sitting around waiting for science building, and it looks like that one's been completed. So maybe, do I have any great work slots? Yeah, I do. So I can move this guy over to this building and activate them. I should also maybe consider getting another ballista. I think I'm going to add it to the top of the queue and have them reinforce my army that is currently trying to take Cahokia. Guy is just going to heal. This guy can take a decent beating. Pretty high combat strength unit. Let's see. I'll attack from here. I'm gonna move the commander forward, and then I can unload that ballista next turn. I'm gonna need to retreat those hoplites. I don't really have another that's in position to do anything. So these ballista should be safe because they're behind a wall. So we can go ahead and take out these chariots, actually. Not quite. Okay. Up the open borders just so I get a little extra gold. And those hoplites are chilling. This is like so constrictive here. I really wish I had access to some like decent units. I could also could unlock Mongolia next era, which would be perhaps an interesting transition. Okay, Lissa, hit them out, and we need to start hitting that city because they're well fortified. I also want to kill any burning arrows that they have because they're the hardest unit for me to overcome as the attacker. Thankfully, right now there's nothing they can do to boot me off this side of the river until they start getting more ranged units. I'm like in a pretty decent position. We also have some city growth available. We go for some extra food. This is a pretty good tile right here. I'm going to get that. 5 food, 1 production, and 1 happiness is a decent amount. Also expand this town. 3 food, 1 production, and 1 gold isn't bad. Also there's pearls down here, which I don't have access to yet. So I think I might... Oh, it's a little bit outside range, actually. That was a bit of an error on my part. That's okay. Let's see. Just have it heal. You can fortify. Then the town specialization. Don't think we need a specialization. I think it's good as it is. Get them available to move up towards Cahokia. And this archer needs to heal. Ballista needs to heal. Actually, this ballista can shoot that chariot there. We need to take that chariot out. Okay. So I think I'm finally like wearing them down. So there's a new feature in Civ 7 called Reinforced Army. I used this extensively last video, but you can reinforce an army commander that has open army slots. Didn't work for some reason there. That'll do it. And it takes 7 turns for them to get there, so you don't have to like drag them all the way across the map. It's really nice, especially in a situation like this. All right, let's create our codex there. Also got some culture there. So I'm at 4 codices now, and in the legacy path you need, I think it's 6 for this, and then 10 for the last one. Don't know if I'll get it, but Friedrich does get codices for taking the first time you take an enemy city, or enemy settlement, I guess they're called. I'm finding it a little annoying that these chariots can attack up onto the ground with melee attacks, but that I cannot melee them, you know, in that terrain. I think they'll survive one more attack there. To attack that chariot. I need to block there. Okay, let's grow this town. 3 food, 1 gold, and 1 happiness there is not too bad. Take that one, I guess. Have some promotions. Didn't realize I had promotions available. This one could be interesting, actually. Land units with the command area suffer no combat penalties when attacking while embarked. I think I'm going to take that because of the amount of terrain here, and that could come in handy with all the melee units that I have. Okay. Maybe I swap these guys, just to make sure this guy survives. Oh, they almost killed my commander here. Actually didn't think about how vulnerable that he might be. Okay, Archer's in a position where it can shoot people, thankfully. I'm gonna push this guy forward. I really wish I could just attack right there, you know? This archer... Let's see, what can you hit? Then you take these chariots out. Okay, so if I move a hoplite there, this should be safe. And how do they have so many chariots? It's wild. Let's load that guy up. Let's put them there. And that ballista's still healing. Hoplite can move there. Hoplite's healing. This hoplite, let's reinforce. We'll have 6 turns for another ballista to show up. And they're like putting up a really strong resistance here. I think I can do this safely, hopefully. I can move them there. Oh, shit. That's not what I meant to do. I meant to select the hoplite. That is one thing I'm having a little bit of trouble with this game. Is, or with Civ right now, is that because the commander can like sit on top of units, I've been accidentally selecting the commander instead of the unit that I want to move. Which obviously is not great, and that actually really messed me up, and I'm hoping I don't pay for that too much.
While stands the Colosseum,
and I finished the Colosseum, which I was constructing in my capital. I'll let this little movie play. I am really enjoying the little intro movies, or whatever you want to call them.
Falls. With it shall fall the world.
That's a decent amount of wonders that I've managed to construct so far. I think it's 3. Ooh, what's going on here? A lot of military units that I'm not a fan of. These are pretty powerful units. I'm suddenly very worried. Let's get some hoplites and archers, and I could just purchase at least 1 ancient wall there. So, culture or science? I'll take the science. I'm trying to get down the tech tree so that I can get to mathematics. Academy seems like a really good building because of the codex slots that are available. And I will support this for the extra culture. Archer. Can't kill him, so I think you guys are gonna need to fall back. And deploy this hoplite. Heal. Heal. Fortify these guys. And I have no idea how they are managing to build so many of these, whatever these things are called, chariots. This is wild how many chariots they have. Sorcery should be banned. 100 science minus 50% happiness. Go for the plus 100% science.
With such splendid
Really need to
irony,
get down there. Down that tree.
granted me book
Also change my policies. Production towards science buildings will be useful in a little bit, but not quite yet. Narrative choice available. Story continues. Okay, doesn't mean anything to me. There's no information to work off. Sometimes, like, some of the information in this game feels like it's really hidden. I could go tactics into organized military for the extra +1 settlement limit. Might be helpful. Anything else that I really want in here? Nothing vital. Alright. See where I'm at. Thankfully this archer is still able to hit these units. Can this guy hit anything? They can hit that chariot. Archer can hit that chariot. Ballista can hit that chariot. Archer can hit that chariot. It's just chariots all the way. Everywhere. I think they're safe. That unit's healing. Right. I guess kill some more chariots. Okay. That one. That guy needs to pull back. And, okay, here's my second city that I made in the last era. I feel like I could purchase a barracks here, and that might actually be useful. That extra production. Oh, 6 production there is pretty good. Let's do that. Altar also might be good. I'm gonna just put it by the barracks. Don't really need a granary at the moment. I think I'm gonna use fishing for food here. Some extra gold could be helpful. 6 gold there. I think that seems okay. Okay, so we've got a little queue there. I think this guy can finally start healing. I'm gonna wait for this ballista to show up before I really push, I think. I need that before I'm ready to go. And let's just position some of these units so that they're safe. This is a lot of military running around my city all of a sudden. Okay. 3-1-1 right here is not bad. Ooh, 2 and 4 right there is also not bad. I'm going to take that extra production so I can build stuff a little bit faster. Got the open borders there. You can idle. Okay, another chariot to the slaughter here. Almost good that they're building chariots in a way. In some ways this is easier for me than if they were building a bunch of burning arrows. But like, because this is eating up, like, I have to shoot them every single turn. This is making it difficult for me to heal my units. I should also really move my general over one, I think. I guess they're called army commanders, not generals, but you know what I mean. There's so much resistance from my opponent here. This was so unexpected. I know I've mentioned this before, but like, this is not the highest difficulty, right? So like, their actual capacity to produce units at the moment has exceeded my expectation given the difficulty level that I'm actually playing at. Okay, they'll just heal. These guys are behind like walls / fortifications, so they'll be fine. Also, do this now. And I have this ballista available, so I can finally start sieging the city down again. Also, just start like clogging the zone if I wanted. Once I get some more hoplites in here. Okay, so we're finally at the crisis. So the crisis is interesting. We'll talk about it in just a second. I don't know what the crisis will be yet. Start on mathematics. 25 turns to research mathematics is painful. Okay, that's nice. We have a promotion available. So we're going to get this one. Zone of control to enemy units, which will be nice to stop these chariots from like moving up and down the river at any real speed. I'm going to move them up, so I'm actually applying that zone of control. Okay. So, this looks like the plague, which I have not experienced yet, so I don't really know what to expect. Extra science on science buildings seems good to me. I don't mind losing a little bit of gold. I am behind on science, so. Hoplite, let's trade you so that we have a nice healthy unit up front.
Those who delight to attack.
And we can get another civic. Anything that's worth the mastery? Probably not. Suppose we should master our own things here because they carry over into the next era, so let's just work on those. You have some surplus influence, don't we? Military aid, so that we can get some extra combat strength. Also do the cultural exchange. Okay. Ballista. Archer. Not quite enough to destroy that unit. We're gonna have to waste my ballista shot there, which is unfortunate. You have a couple turns. Maybe I actually send this archer over here as well, and one of these hoplites, because I'm not worried about this guy attacking me, because he couldn't declare a surprise war, and his units have kind of moved through. He is like settling in some really annoying locations, but it's not that big of a deal. And then I could start clogging up the zone here with my hoplites so that their chariots can no longer move towards me. If I go like this. I can actually, this commander has, what's it? Where did I give him that promotion? Let me open up his promotions here. He has this one here, so land units within command radius suffer no combat penalties when attacking while embarked. So, yeah, I can attack them at a reasonable strength right here if I wanted to do so. However, I think I just want to preserve their combat strength for the time being. Because they can't actually attack me at the moment. You can attack from the river, but melee can't attack onto the river, which I've been a little bit frustrated with this game. I can finally start hitting the city again. Move these archers up. Fog the zone here. Maybe attack that chariot. 43 versus 37. Yeah, go for it. I will heal. And let's also reinforce with some more archers. It's going to take them a while to get up there. Just going to reject. We're in a forever war. We've like hard committed to taking Cahokia, so it's what we're going to do. Going to move this ballista into position here. I did not mean to move my commander there. I meant to move my hoplite. Another mistake that I made. I think it's a little bit too easy to do that, actually. And what do we need down here? Apparently, I need to repair a mine. Garden or, I guess, granary, maybe? I mean, 5 food is pretty good. Yeah, let's just get the granary going. It does last forever, basically, so pretty good. I'll also try for an amphitheater if we wanted. Not sure if that's worth it, though. Resource assignments. I don't think I can get any down there. Let's get the food into production here. I want to try to take out that chariot. Kill that one. I think killing that one's probably worth it. Hopefully this guy doesn't die. He's going to be pretty vulnerable here. I maybe should not have done that. We'll see what they actually do in terms of attacking my units. I could also try to attack the city district, but it's so fortified that it doesn't seem worth it to me.
Right, as
Okay.
the world goes.
So these options will be available to me when I enter kind of the next era. So that's why I was researching it, but I don't actually need to use them now. I'm also going to grab this mastery here for the extra culture, and that'll also apply and benefit me next era. Meanwhile, let's... Whoop. Not mean to do that. Let's start blasting Cahokia. And I can also support myself here. So this gives... the balance here causes extra war weariness for the other side, which reduces happiness and combat strength. So you want to do that whenever you can, if you have the influence to spare. Let's see, I think this guy should be able to kill that chariot. This ballista can start working on the chariot right here. Those guys will sleep. Okay. So we're finally getting the city walls down. We go ahead and deploy this hoplite here. And they have produced an obscene number of units. Like, I'm almost impressed, really. I mean, I am impressed, considering it's the AI. Pull this guy back, just so he can actually heal. And keep hitting Cahokia. Okay. So I think I will finally destroy their defenses. Can't quite take that chariot yet, though. I'll get the extra 2 gold from that diplomatic action. That food is not worth the influence, in my opinion. Also need to repair a clay pit, apparently, or multiple clay pits. Don't know what disaster caused that, but it is what it is. And then maybe we build some more... we don't want to spend production on that. We just want to buy it if we can. 24 gold is relatively inexpensive. And then we can start producing more of these like special logioses, or however they're pronounced. I don't really know Greek, obviously. I have 20 more turns for mathematics, which is pretty painful. Because I don't really have enough cities. Garden, I mean 6 food isn't bad. 7 food right there, actually. Let's do that. 7 food. Okay. I'll actually move them here and kind of block the chariots from continuing to attack me.
The administration is
Alright.
in the hands of the...
So I've completed the Greek civics, so we can go back to these ones and see what's going to be useful here. +1 science from specialists, an extra social policy slot. Sounds pretty good. I'll just choose a celebration. I'm going to keep going for the 20% food. And let's slot in the 50% production towards constructing science buildings. Just because once I get mathematics, I'm going to be building that in both of my cities. And I can upgrade these hoplites to their 2nd tier. Move the archer here so I can start hitting enemy units. Ballista is just healing. And I can hit this chariot with some ranged units here. You want to fill in with a pretty high health unit, because whoever takes this is going to be quite vulnerable to attack. I'm almost inclined to move my general unit right here, just so that I'm providing some benefits to these other units that are around. And are a little bit more vulnerable, especially this hoplite. Which I'm, like, expecting to die. Seems like it's still alive, though. Alright. Oops. Not mean to do that. Let's just get that ballista up in the city, and it can actually shoot things from there. I think I want to... Let me see. This is the only spot I can hit the city from. I want to move this guy out. I think I move like this. I have some archers and another hoplite that will be reinforcing me shortly. And grow my town. Camel is really, really good. I can't believe I didn't notice that was there. So I can take one out of the capital here. Camel increases the number of resource slots available, and it doesn't count as a resource slot itself. So it's like effectively a 2 increase in your resource slots in whatever city you put it in. So there we go. And that'll help me a little bit towards my economic progress. I get 2 more resources slotted. I also get 1 more wonder. I could get a 2nd cultural legacy point. I'd also want to get at minimum 2 militarist legacy points. Do I want to specialize this town? I think I just let it keep growing. This guy can't hit anything, which is really unfortunate. I think it just might need to idle for now. Okay, move this guy up onto the lands. I think I do. And I move this guy here to provide the like hoplite adjacency. And this guy is just like blocking them from moving through the river. Okay. To grow a town. Getting the gold would be nice. So I'm actually going to grab that mine there, even though it's not the most effective. And over here... I think the Emporium... Let me check this, because I built the Emporium here. Yeah, so I think the Emporium maintains the like base yields where you build it, and just adds 2 gold. Why? That's weird. So I'm going to... actually think I have a few places I can build it here as well. But we'll start building some of those, because it's pretty good just adding 2 gold to some tiles. I don't think I need to do anything there at the moment. You guys are just healing. There's a plague up there. I don't really know what the effects are, to be honest. Like, what are the actual mechanical effects of the plague? I have literally no idea. I've not encountered this crisis before. I haven't, like, watched it happen to someone else. So we're just kind of playing blind. You will continue to hit the city district. Swap this guy out again for another high health unit. Fortify, heal here. And yep, can build another Emporium. Okay. Ooh, they're going to rebel in a number of turns because of low happiness. Oh, same here too, actually. Why do I have such low happiness here? What I might need to do is purchase... Oh, I don't have enough to build, or to purchase an army commander. Need 1,000. 7 turns there. Why does this have unrest? I'm at +2 happiness. Let me see what this says in Wikipedia here. Yeah, it's not clear, like, why this is in unrest. When I have +2 happiness per turn. Here makes more sense, right? Like, that's -8. Okay, let's see what this guy does. Especia, activate on library, +3 happiness. Okay, I think I have a library here. Activate. I'm hoping this resolves, because it's very unclear to me why this has unrest. I'm gonna get the extra influence per turn, and let me see if I can get another... Okay, I already have military aid with them. Okay, I have agreements with everyone already. Market isn't that good here. Get more emporiums. Yeah, let's build right there. Okay, Ballista, keep attacking the city walls. Is this like a bug? Because this hasn't declined in turns at all. And it kind of came on pretty suddenly. I'm not really sure what to think of what's going on. Okay. Do that. Swap these guys, if possible. Doesn't look like it is. Well, we can attack the army commander with those. Okay. Hoplites. Just gonna come down to Sparta just in case. This guy would be way too vulnerable if I brought them up onto the land right now, so they're just gonna hang out where they are. And then once I can get a nice kind of front line of hoplites here, I should be able to pull up the ballista to take over the last district. Okay, that guy's vulnerable to the chariot again. Go ahead and make that attack. Okay, let's go start getting a front line going here. We're gonna move our commander up here. And I think this guy is still okay. We have a high health unit up though, and the commander can deploy one of the hoplites down there. Okay. As far as production, monument would be fine. Maybe start building some of the unique unit things there, the unique civilian units, because I still don't know what all of them do. I haven't built all of them. I think when you have the unique civilian units, there's 10 of them that you can get from the culture. It's just waiting a turn. They're building fortifications there. This is not ideal for me. Alright. Make these attacks. Not enough? Okay. There we go. And then this opens up a spot for an archer right here. Where we want to kill units that are in the river, because they're going to come attack that archer, which is very annoying. And actually, maybe move that guy there, and I can maybe block some units. Or I can move the commander right here, because the commander has a thing that zone of controls units in his area of effect. It's one of the promotions that I gave him. Let's get this ballista, because we're going to want this ballista, a ballista on that tile, so that I can start wearing down that last defensive district. In the meantime, man, these Emporiums are actually really good. Like, I should just get Emporiums every single time I suzerain one of the commercial places. 6 industry, don't know how much that benefits me. Another, yeah, one of these would actually be quite nice, though. Like, extra 6 influence, and that would also get me to my last bit on the cultural legacy path. I don't think I want to build it on the rough terrain, just because that'll be a good spot for districts later. Because I have a wonder right here, and that provides adjacency to like every district you can imagine. So maybe if I build one right down there, or if I build one in this city, oh, I could build pyramids here actually. The pyramids do. This one gold and production minor navigable river tiles in the settlement. Oh, that's not very good on this. It would be amazing in Cahokia. So good. But down here, not very good. So maybe I do focus on weighing. Like right here, I think might be okay. Because like a tile or a district there would benefit a lot from that. So let's do that. Okay. You're healing. You're healing. And here, let's just heal them for this turn. See, I wonder if I've already used the movement here. I wonder if I can reinforce the army commander with this ballista, even though it's really close. It might be easier than like trying to move them up. Oops. Okay. Just hoplite to gump off the works. Move them there. And then we can move a ballista in here. This guy will need to extract. Maybe that guy will be fine. This is actually taking a good bit of focus to make this work. Is there anyone this guy can attack? No? It feels kind of weird. This is where like having naval units would actually be really useful, you know? Yeah, these like timers have not progressed at all. So it's unclear to me exactly what the cause is of that. Gonna reject that. We're in it to win it at this point. Like, we've hard committed to this, and we've basically been going at it the entire era, you know? Yeah, did they build more fortifications there? Alright, rid of them. Archer still can't shoot anything, which I'm finding annoying. Ballista's already shot. I feel like this hoplite will be fine right here, so let's swap them like that and give these units a little bit more time to heal. It would also be nice if I could reinforce this commander, which I probably should have done a little bit ago. I'm going to add a hoplite in here so that I can send them up the open borders. Overflowing treasury. Yep, I have a bunch of gold. I don't know if there's anything I really want to purchase. Maybe I just purchase some of these emporiums. 1, 3, 2, 1. I don't know if it counts as a rural tile still. Because this provides bonuses to adjacent rural tiles. Oh, it's, I was on the production menu. I'm just trying this out. It does. Wow, these emporiums are strong. I'm getting 12 gold there. Like, I actually can't believe how strong those emporiums are. Okay. Don't think I start working on the city defenses yet. I think I just need to wean it down with my one ballista. I don't really have another option there. Okay, other crisis slot. Begin a quest. And... I wouldn't mind extra production towards wonders. I'm working on one. And I think I have a quarter with an academy and a library. That will be a little bit. The monuments would actually give me some free... What's it called? Hold on, what's my... Actually, I don't think I'll be able to fulfill that quest. The monument would give me a free unit, though, which could still be handy, so I think I'll do that. Choose a crisis policy. Do food in towns with minus 15 healing on all units. Can't do that. I think I'm good with this. Like, I'm producing a lot of gold because of the emporiums, so that feels a lot more manageable. Could also get some emporiums here. I get emporium. Any more emporiums I can get in this city? No, it seems like it's a little bit limited in terms of how many you can actually produce in one city. But honestly, like, I should have just been spamming these out, like, the entire time. Like, look at that. Oh, no more emporiums? Okay, fine. And okay, I already shot with the ballista, so these guys are all just healing. Heal. And activate a great person here. Currently, Pythagoras triggers a celebration. It's not exactly what I would have expected his effect to be. Bring them onto the river, because these chariots can't attack me on the river. This guy again. I could try to destroy the city defenses right now, but I don't think that's worth the health cost. But I do think I should start working on this one. And it's really annoying that this archer can't hit that, but it is what it is. I can kill that chariot. Maybe. Nope, not quite. Okay, city growth. I'm thinking that spot there, just so this city continues to get a little bigger. Put the open borders there. Let's choose a celebration. 20% food. And... I don't know, maybe drama and poetry. +3 combat strength for fortified districts. Drama and poetry, just because I think I'll probably do some of those. Eating wonder. Okay. Someone's competing with me for this. It'd be unfortunate if they built it first, but there's not much I can do about that. Alright, I'm gonna reinforce my commander with this hoplite. I'm gonna do the same with this one. does feel like the battles have the potential to be much larger in this game than in previous versions of Civilization. Actually going to move my... Well, actually, let's shoot with the ballista first while they're still in the command range. Back here. Don't know why this one didn't attack first. They don't want to attack. Oh, because of height difference. Okay, terrain height. I see, I see. So actually... Okay, I need to take care of these chariots. Let's do that. And then what I can do is add this guy in here, and then deploy this archer. I can start working on the city district here. These guys are going to heal a little bit. Really need to capture that before the end of the era, because otherwise I've made like a really big investment in this for not a lot of benefits. So we'll do the amphitheater. Maybe not. What makes the most sense? An extra happiness isn't bad, or maybe the Logios. Pyramids would guarantee me the cultural thing, but like I don't think it's worth removing that Emporium, to be completely honest with you. Okay. Fine with them idling. Whoa, what happened there?
The unexamined life.
Okay. Make sure we're taking out that chariot. And civics. So maybe we head towards future civic. Organized military give settlement limit. Is that worth it? This mausoleum is something that could potentially be available as a wonder. So, yeah, we'll try it. I'll grab the +2 gold in settlements. Try to destroy the city district. You have a promotion available. Let's see. For ranged units or for infantry units. +2 combat strength for infantry units in the command range could be good. Oh, I also have a merit. The +1 command range, very strong. I think we can go for the +1 command range. There's also the movement. +5 combat strength for land units in the command radius. I'm going to go for the command range, and also give the +2 combat strength for infantry. Oh no, you can only choose one. I see, I see. Let's do the +1 command range. I think that's pretty good, because it like really increases. Like, that's so much more than I had before, you know? Such a big impact on combat strength. Oh, I thought that city district was destroyed, which is why I attacked it. This guy probably needs to retreat. Oh, did I get another promotion? No. Okay, that's just misleading me. Don't need that guy there anymore. These are healing. Gonna be close trying to get this city, but I think I will manage. And as soon as I get the city, I'm gonna try to peace out here, because we've been at war for most of the era at this point. Let's hit the chariots. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, I think I need more units. Really take this. Yeah, I think I need to idle another turn. Just try to keep healing a little bit. Even though it's pretty limited healing in enemy territory, but I can actually kill that settler there. Or do you not, like, get any healing? Oh, you don't get any healing when you're embarked. I see. I actually didn't realize that. Okay, so I need to pull these guys off the ships in order to get them to heal properly. And now they built another urban district that I have to steal from them. Okay, let's get a high health unit here who can make that attack. Hit the chariot there. Can't believe I didn't realize that these units weren't healing. We have a narrative choice, continue the crisis, okay. We could also try to get a specialist. +2, 4, 5, 5, +3 and 3, +3 and 3. So specialists go in urban districts, and you basically select that instead of growing. And I think I should probably do that, because like a little bit of extra science would be good here. So on the other hand, I mean, greetings to... Oh man, we're so close, we're at 94%. Why is the game going like this? Scrap that. Migrants, I guess. Oh, we have plague here. Is that why they're in unrest, I guess? Is because they had plague before? So I was thinking about these ones, right? Because they randomly entered unrest at some point. Okay, let's do that. Let's see if I can get more military aid. Right. And Waparu here. And I can't believe how many of these stupid districts there are. Please stop building them. It's so annoying. Okay. Teal. Heal. That won't be able to hit anyone. Do I not have any movement on this? Okay. I think ideally I would like to get this ballista into that position so they can shoot properly. Let's move them here. Hey, hey, hey. Like, their actual, like, capacity for warfare here seems a little obscene to me. Okay, I think if I get that ballista here, heal here. This ballista's not really going to do much against the chariot, so let's get the archer. Oh. They can't, apparently. Now I have 2 units on the same tile. Okay. Yeah, I don't know how I'm supposed to take this city, to be honest. Like, the only thing they've been building, basically, is just chariot after chariot. And I've killed so many of them already. City districts. Try to... Okay, I managed to kill the art or the chariot there. I might have to, like, make this guy vulnerable. I think he probably dies, but I need to take the chance that they can hit that city district because we're getting so close to the end of the era here. I already said repair that. Uh-oh. Please don't tell me that's bugged. Let's try just building. Okay, that works. Alright, what can you do? 75 influence, sure. Heal. 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 And heal. Okay.
Heaven is last.
Got a milestone. Nice, we got Waiting Palace. Okay. I think we sacrifice this ballista. And I think we can get the last of those district defenses. Let's see. Maybe do that there. Okay, narrative choice. Oh, what does this do? There are 7 houses and each house has 7 cats. Each cat kills 7 mice, and each mouse has eaten 7 grains of barley. Each grain would have produced 7 gallons of cereal. What is the sum of the enumerated things? 7 houses with 7 cats. Each cat kills 7 mice, and each mouse has eaten 7 grains of barley. Each grain would have produced 7 gallons of cereal. What is the sum of the enumerated things? I mean, this is... seven to the, what? 1, 2, 3, 4th power? 5th power? Let's just, like, put that in a calculator real quick. 7 times 7 times 7 times 7 times 7. 16,807. Okay. Thankfully, we are not in the ancient times, and we don't need to do this stuff by hand. 2 codices there. 1 codex, 1 codex. The 2 here that get you 1 codex take less time than the one that get you 2 codex, so I'm going to go for that. And finally, we can get an academy. So let's put it right there. Okay, well, there's nothing I can do about that at the moment. Archer. Actually, I probably just should have used that one to shoot a different guy. I was not paying close enough attention. Okay, so this ballista's probably going to die, which is fine.
An arm.
Can we... Nice, okay. Now we have another hoplite there. Unload an archer there. We can hit this chariot. I have another hoplite loaded. I think I hit here. Treat this guy. Is that it? Oh my god, I did it! Holy shit, y'all. Oh my god, that took so long. Oh man. This might have been the hardest time I've ever had capturing any city in any 4X. Like, that was insane. Oh man. Okay, let me... So we're at 100% now. Presumably because I've, yeah, reached these two. Unfortunately, I don't get a golden age, but I do get the +2 settlement limit option. I got 2 here, I got 2 here, and I'm 1 short. Is there any way... See, this I still can't, like, assign anything to. Let me see if I propose peace here. Okay. Okay, and then, because the era is going to end here, I would really like to get this last economic thing. Where is that? Right. Like, it's unclear to me why I can't assign anything to this town. I guess because I haven't gotten a resource this turn. That's kind of a bummer, but it's not the end of the world. Alright, so ignore happiness penalty from unrest and capture settlements, and then the +1 settlement limit seems really good to me, so I think I'm going to do that. We are definitely keeping Cahokia. Oh my god. Okay, so you have a narrative choice, end of the antiquity. And let me check something really quick. Need to purchase that academy. So Aristotle I'm only using at the end of the era here. And we're going to join the population of Athens. We need more food in this city because it is taking a long time to grow. So maybe I get one of these, or I could get the... Actually, that would give me another resource. So can I... No, I still can't assign that one. Like, is it just straight up bugged? Like, it's so unclear to me why I can't assign any resources to that slot. Well, yeah. I don't know, y'all. If anyone has an answer, let me know, because I honestly have no idea why I can't assign a resource to that slot. Okay, we have promotion. I don't know what I want. For ranged units when attacking, for siege units. Logistics. 2 unit slots and faster reinforcement would be really good. Land units in the commander age game +2 healing, or +5 healing rather. That sounds pretty good, given how I've been playing so far. 2% production toward training land units. I'm gonna go for the +1 gold, maybe? That doesn't... +1 gold is really not that much for each unit in the commander. Just get recruitments. Because what we're really interested in is this... Oh, we have multiple, apparently. Oh, what is happening? How do we have so many... Oh, we want this one here. What? Did I, like, encounter a bug? +5 combat strength. Yeah, let's do the +5 combat strength for land units. Did I just, like, have a bunch of promotions that were unassigned the entire time? Okay, production. Anything else I can purchase? Another Logios, I guess. Guess that one might go to waste. That's okay. Yeah, whatever, just work on it. It's fine. And what's going on here? Okay, we're not going to get to Future Civic. Tech. Yeah, we're not going to get the Codex. But, you know, we still got to the 2 Scientific Legacy points anyway. Didn't get any Golden Ages, though, which is so unfortunate. And I can't get that stupid economic legacy thing, because I am annoyed at a incorrect answer. Okay, whatever. I really did not want to do word problems in my Civ game. And I was thinking, you know, as I was doing that I'm sure I'm, like, taking the numbers just at face value. And that seems to have been the case. Alright. All these units can finally just heal. So you know what I should have done, maybe? I might reload the last turn. I know this is, like, kind of going back, but given the Logios is not going to be particularly helpful, and I'm still learning the game, I am allowing myself reloads every once in a while. What I realized is I probably had enough gold to convert one of the towns into a city. And what that would enable me to do is slot another resource. And that would enable me to get that second economic legacy path. So I think that was a mistake on my end. I really would have preferred to have gotten one of the Golden Ages, but I really declared war on the wrong person this game, given the position of their capital. I think any other player would have been a lot easier. So, okay, we haven't ended the war here. Let me remember exactly what I did. Okay, this guy. Shoot. Here. This unit can unpack here. Shoot that chariot. Pull them out. And we... oh, we have a ballista here as well. Okay, and then we unpack this guy here. Go for that attack. Okay, there we go. There's those legacy paths. Alright. And then we propose peace. There we go. Okay. What I would really want to do is make Cahokia into a city. However, that's not going to be an option for me. So I could maybe do Sparta. Yeah, I think let's do Sparta. Because this is going to go back to a town next stage anyway. You can still get the unique quarter. Or do we have rough terrain? Ah, it's flat. Flat. Everything's flat. Okay, let me take that out. Purchase the academy. Use Aristotle on the academy. This migrant's going to come here. We're going to get the sheep. We're going to assign a resource. Actually, that 5% gold there is pretty useful. Let's do that. Not connected. Okay, I guess we'll do that. There we go. Silk Roads achieved. Then we can do narrative choice. Actually, not quite ready for that one yet. Yeah, we don't have enough to purchase these, but that's okay. We'll just work on one of them anyway. I guess the Parthenon. None of these are rough terrain, so your choice. Yep, coming to an end, we know. And I suppose it doesn't really matter what we work on, given that we're at the end of the era here. Then Civic. Again, doesn't really matter. We'll just go for skilled trades. Leader attribute. Militaristic. Or happiness. Or unhappiness, I guess. And then let's take a look at this guy who had a bunch of promotions. That one. I guess I might have gone down this path first, didn't I? I don't know. I don't remember. I want the unit slots, though. No, I did go down this one. Commando ability, terrain combat bonuses are doubled. Okay. And then I did the +5 combat strength. Okay. There we go. Pretty strong commander. Okay. There we are. All right. So now I feel like we're in a better spot, because that extra economic slot is going to make a big difference, I think. This one is really good. All of your cities from the previous age remain cities for the Golden Age. The academies become Golden Age academies would also be really nice. But yeah, I wasn't like quite focused enough on science this game to get to that point. Okay, and then all my units can idle. You do lose a lot of the units at the start of the age. There we go. Antiquity Age comes to an end. Alright. So, 2 of each. Not bad, really. Do the Legends report. Okay. Doesn't really matter. What we're really interested in is our selection for the next age. So let's take a look at who we have available. You have 4 options. You have Mongolia. You capture an opposing settlement, gain the strongest cavalry unit you can currently train, but minus 50% production towards training settlers. Gain 1 point to the legacy path for controlled settlements in the distant lands and conquered settlements in the homelands. That one's interesting. So this is the military path, I think. So normally this is slightly different focus. So Mongolia plays a little bit differently. And they have the Keshig, Mongolia unique ranged unit, +1 movement and heals 15 HP after defeating an enemy unit. Counts as a cavalry unit and a northern control. Noyan, Mongolia unique army commander, +50% flanking to cavalry units in the command radius. And the Orto, +5 gold, restores movement to any Mongol unit at its location. Mongolian unique improvement, ageless, does not remove warehouse bonuses on a tile. Okay, cannot be placed on rough, river, or a tile with a feature. Then the Norman, who are diplomatic and militaristic. Land units get +1 movement when embarked, and land units adjacent to coast get +5 combat strength. Okay. Production towards White Tower. Unique cavalry unit that has +3 combat strength against slower units and ignores sort of control. Sokamon, unique settler. Founds new towns, receive medieval walls in the city center when a new town is created. The Donjon is the unique quarter. Receive a free chevalier and completed. The Bailey, +4 culture, +1 culture adjacency for medieval walls and wonders. Over unique culture, building and fortification, ageless. All fortified districts must be conquered. Capture settlement. Yeah, I know that. +4 happiness on the Mott. +4 happiness placed on rough terrain. Happiness adjacency for wonders. Okay. The Shawnee. Elements built adjacent to navigable rivers gain +2 food on river terrain, but cities not built adjacent to navigable river receive -10% food. This one's not going to be very good for me given the location of my capital. And then Spain. Plus 15% gold toward converting a town to a city, or plus 30% in distant lands. 30% toward constructing El Escorial. Tertio. Unique infantry unit, higher combat strength. Adjacent units receive plus 3 combat strength against cavalry units. And the Conquistador. Great person with 1 charge, only trained in cities with a wharf. And the specific Conquistador received as random. Only received once and can only be activated in distant lands. Cost increases per Conquistador trained. Can always embark in ocean. Then the Plaza, unique quarter. Plus 2 gold in the settlement for every settlement in distant lands. Okay. Then the Casa Consistorial. Plus 5 culture, plus 1 culture adjacency for quarters and wonders. Must be built in the homelands adjacent to coast. Okay, that's kind of limiting for me. Casa de Contrat. I don't actually know how to pronounce this. It was a wonder in the last game. 5 gold. Gold adjacency for navigable rivers. Yeah, this navigable river shit is not good for me. Some of these other ones would have been better, but like they don't actually tell me the specific unlock conditions here. Like there are other ways to unlock it other than playing as specific things. Like I think I would have preferred a different culture. Like I don't know. I just have to choose from what I have available, I guess, but like ones that are available don't seem the best to me. I mean, I think I can rule out the Shawnee. The navigable river stuff is not very good. I guess I get the chance to move the capital at the start of the game. Yeah, this one just doesn't seem good enough to me, unless they have some really good civics, but I have no visibility into what the civics are before choosing them, you know? I guess I'm between Mongolia or Normans. So Mongolia would let me, like, really take advantage of Friedrich, I think, for this era, and I could continue expanding into the other 2 players on my continent. Their stuff isn't, like, particularly good, in my opinion. Maybe they have some good legacy stuff. And the Normans have some decent constructibles. One movement when embarked, and then units adjacent to coast receive plus 5 combat strength. I don't know. I'm kind of leaning towards Mongolia, I think. I'm curious to see how they play, because their condition for one of the victory paths is a little bit different. I think I'm going to try it. I've been curious about Mongolia, and I just want to take a look at what this will look like at the start of the next era here.
The steps brace for a coming storm. One of horses, valor, and endless ambition. The Mongols ride forth.
We will ride forth indeed. So I'm just going to show you all what the sort of start of the next age looks like here, in case you haven't seen it already, which I'm sure you have if you're watching this. Once we get through the loading screen, there we go. Okay. So you'll see there's been a change in the functional architecture of many of my cities. I've lost a lot of my units that I've had, right? I have some swordsmen hanging around. Like I don't have like my ballista or anything anymore. I have a decent number of units that I'm starting with though. So I get to choose my legacies. So we start the exploration age, and I'll show you all in a second what the sort of new conditions are. But first, we get to choose our legacies. So we have 1 wild card and 2 of each of these points. We want +2 settlement limits. Settlement limit is really strong. ID Civic for free and 50% production towards Temple is really interesting. Wonders +1 culture and +1 happiness is really interesting. I don't think I care about +10 gold. I think I'm just going to get 2 economic attribute points with my economic things. +1 science for every codex in antiquity. +6 doesn't feel like a lot to me. Do I need to move my capital? I mean, it might be useful. I mean, I'm probably going to upgrade Miletos into a city anyway. I think it's fine to keep Athens as my capital. This is probably my most productive city. Okay, so I might do Minister of the Sick. The Free Piety Civic sounds pretty good to me. That is what lets you get your religion. And then probably go for 2 of the scientific attribute points. Then I do have 1 wild card remaining. Maybe I grab another militaristic attribute point with my wild card. I think I'm going to do that because there are some pretty powerful bonuses there that are going to be useful for the Mongols.
I take refuge.
Okay. So, if I look at this now, I have a whole bunch of options. 10% culture in cities with 1 wonder, 1 culture and settlements for each resource assigned to them. I look at economic. Let's grab that. I have 2 of these points. So, probably +2 gold for every tech and civic mastery. This is what I'm going to go for. A militaristic, +1 settlement limit, and commanders gain a free level. Scientific, right here, and then 15% production towards constructing buildings is pretty good. But 1 science on each quarter could also be useful. Settlements for each resource. I'm kind of leaning towards this one. I think I need to improve my science efficiency for this era. And then +1 culture and settlements for each resource. +10% culture. These with at least 1 wonder. I think this one might be worth a little bit more because of the number of resources you can assign. Okay, so that's kind of like the start of the era, right? Is going through and choosing all those different things. Let's make sure that... I don't know why this reset my resources. Feels a little weird. Okay. So resources are back in place. And then, you know, everything downgrades basically back to a town. So I have my capital still here, which is going to be working on a temple at the start. We'll save that. But everything else will be downgraded back down to a town. I did get a free cog. And let's take a look at the victory conditions. So victory conditions for age progress steps kind of change. So here it's displaying 12 relics, which you get through religion. Economic is 30 treasure fleet points from returning distant land treasures, which we'll talk about in a bit. Non-sufficit orbis. So gain 12 points from settlements in the distant lands, 1 point for each settlement, doubled if in a conquered settlement, follows your religion, quadrupled if both apply. What isn't noted here is that Mongols actually get a point for things on their own continent. So I don't know why that isn't tracked, or why that isn't stated here. And science have 5 districts that are not the city center with 40 total yields each. But if we look at the Mongols here, you can see gain 1 point towards the legacy path for controlled settlements in the distant lands and conquered settlements in the homelands. So it kind of allows you to ignore conquering settlements in distant lands and kind of focus on neighbors. So that is likely my strategy here. There are a lot of places that I can conquer this era. But we're going to save that for the next episode, the start of the exploration age. I think this is a good place to stop before we get too deep into it, and we'll kind of figure out what our strategy is for this era. So appreciate you all tuning in, and I'll see you in the next one.